Okay. So yesterday we discussed, yesterday was our first demo class. Okay. And just have given the brief idea what is React JS. Yes. Yeah. Now we will discuss about the features of React JS. What are the features we have? Those things. Okay. Yes. So yeah. React JS. What is React JS? Is it client-side script or server-side script? Tell me.
It's a client-side script. Yeah.
Yes. So it is client-side script. Okay. Yeah. Is a client-side script to implement web applications. Yes. So I told you in last class, we have two types of scripting languages. One is client-side script, another one is server-side script. Okay. Yes. So if you observe this React.js is a client-side script. Yes. Yeah. So we have two scripts I told you. So client-side script executes where? Yeah. Client-side script executes in browser. We're using different types of browsers to access the web applications like so Chrome, Firefox, etc. So there this client-side script executes. Okay. So if I type gmail.com, facebook.com or any other URL, so it means I'm sending a request to that server. Yes, I'm sending a request to that server. So I'm the client of that website now. Yes, client means the person who is accessing the website we are calling as client. Now for my request, that page will download into my browser. At the time of downloading that page, the React.js or JavaScript or any other client script, that original code downloads into our browser and it executes in our browser. So in the same way, server-side scripts also using the website development. So executes where? In server. Where it executes in the web server. Yes. So server-side script executes in the web server. It is not downloading. The code is not downloading into the client system. Okay. Now we are using client-side scripts. Yesterday I told you to apply the dynamic functionalities on the HTML controls. So by default, HTML controls are static controls. I want to convert them as dynamic controls. Then we are using this client-side scripts. Next one, validations point of view. To validate the input controls, then also we are using the client-side scripts. And to execute some logics in browser. Yes, I want to execute some logics in browser. Then we are using these client-side scripts. Okay, so the result of the client script is very fast because it executes in the client's system, means user system. So that's why immediately can see the result. For example, it's the same logic if implemented by using Java.NET or any other server-side scripting language like ASP.NET or JSP Servlet, etc. So for execution through internet connection, the request is going to the server. There, that code executes. So that's why it takes much time. So due to this reason, so most of the logics were implemented with the client-side technologies. Next one, to work with the Ajax also, we are using this client-side scripting languages. Like that, we discussed these points in the last class. And the next one, so React.js is the library of JavaScript. Library means what is meaning of library? It is providing some additional features to work with the core technology, main technology. What is the main technology here? JavaScript. To work with the JavaScript, this React provides some additional features. Okay, so like single page application, data binding, like the different types of features are available. I will discuss that list now. And coming to the history, who implemented this React.js? So Mr. Jordan, okay, along with the team members in the Facebook company in year 2013, they implemented this React.js. It belongs to Facebook. The main purpose is to add some logics in the Facebook chart concept. Okay, so for that, initially they implemented this React.js. Later, they added many features and released this React as open source client-side script. So from then, the outside programmers also started working with this React.js. Okay, like that nowadays in companies, many websites they're developing using this React.js as front-end technology, means client-side technology. Is it clear? Yes. So these are the points which I shared in the last class. Now here, what are the features of React.js? Yes. So what are the features we have in this React.js? So here we are covering the comparisons between JavaScript and React.js, Angular and React.js. Okay. Yes. I told you React.js is providing some additional features if you compare the JavaScript to work with the JavaScript. Okay. First one supports data binding concept. What is data binding? I will give you the overview idea about this. Okay. See, for example, you are developing one project. There you are creating some variables. Yes. So if you take any technology, React or .NET or Java, etc., to store values to perform some calculations. So at the time of execution, some logics execution, okay. To store the values, we are creating the variables. For example, I have taken serial number is the name of variable, value is 100. Now that variable value, I want to display in the heading tag or text box or any other control. So you want to display that variable value. So you need to execute some logic here. You need to execute some logic. That logic reads the variable value and displays on the control. For example, if you take JavaScript, in this area we are writing document.get element by these type of functionalities. The different approaches we have in different technologies. Okay. Anyhow, this logic has to be executed. So to call the variable value and display on the control. Now, this variable value is modified as 200. So from other location, we modified this variable value as 200 or something else. Then the point is, when it is updated, this control also has to be updated. Okay, with the modified value, the update should come into this control. So then again, you need to re-execute this code. Then only it will read the updated value and displays on this control. Is it clear? Yes. Means every time when the variable value modifies, okay, every time we are executing this code, right? Yes. It decreases the performance of application because not only a single variable, okay, hundreds of variables we are using in the project development. For every variable at the time of updating, you want to execute logics in the backend. So it takes much time and decreases the performance. So for that, these technologies, React.js, Angular also providing data binding concept. How to work with the data binding, I will discuss later because that programming is not yet started. Just what is the main purpose of this, I will show you. we are creating a link between the variable and that control. Yes, we are creating a link between the variable and control. So what is the purpose of this link? Yes, it observes the updates of this variable. When the updates are applied there, then automatically this control will affect with those updates. That entire functionality is taken care by data binding concept. Means as a programmer, you need not execute any logics to read the variable and display on the control. So just one function is available. So some properties are available. Using that, we can bind the variable with HTML control. So further one expression is there. Okay, that expression I will show you how to apply. Yes, so that is very big advantage for us, for programmers. No need to worry about the logics to run whenever the value of variable is updated. Okay, and second point, supports single page applications. Yeah. See, what is the single page application? So for that, just I'm going to open our website, DURGASOFT.com, or yeah, yeah, something is there. Let me click on this. Now here, this is website. I'm user, means client of this website now, and the response I got. Now if I click on the new batches, then what is happening? When I click on new batches, what is happened? One request is going to the server, and that information is coming from the server. Okay, so that time you can see here the page will reload. Okay, now courses. Now you can see, yes. So if I click on any courses like this, okay, now that course information is available. So that time, what is happening? For every option, one request is going to the server. That's why you are seeing this loading. As that loading, everything is displaying there. Okay, is your data factory. Click on this. See, now it is reloaded. So means every time the request is going to the server. Is it clear? Yes. So it is unnecessary burden on the network traffic. To avoid this, React.js supports this concept for the single page application. Yes, how it is working, I will show you. For example, just like DurgaSoft, okay, this is your application. So you deployed in the server, it contains many pages, right? Like one is home page, next one courses, next one services, like that many pages. Now just some X open the browser and send the type the in that browser URL address, enter the URL of the website like durgasoft.com or google.com, whatever it may be. So then what is happening? One request is going to the server and that page is loading here. In that page, hyperlinks are available. Just now we selected hyperlink for courses as well as services like that. Now, if I click on the course, then what is happening by default? One more request is going to the server, the response is coming back to the browser. If I click on the services, then what is happening here? One request is going to the server. Sorry, this is services and this course. Like that means for every option, what is happening? One request is going to the server and response is coming back to the browser. Right? Yes. So not only single user, okay, many users will access the website. So that's why the many requests, if requests are increasing, so the network traffic also will increase. It decreases the performance. That's why the application will slow down. Okay. So for that, these technologies, React.js, Angular, yes, Angular also supports routing concept. We are calling it a single page application. What is the benefit of this? Yeah, we are creating one object, router object. So I will explain you how to create the object, how to work with this single page application, everything. So one object we are creating. So when user send the first request, then what is happening? That entire object is loading into the browser, and the page is also loading into the browser memory location. Because in this object we have home, courses, services, like that, these pages. Okay. Now if user click on the courses, then directly it is loading from the browser memory location, like the services also. Means every time no need to go to the server to get the next pages. Is this clear? So this is the concept we are calling as routing. We are spending around 1 week days with this routing concept. Got it? We are spending around 1 week days with this routing concept. Yes. Yeah. So this is very big advantage and heart of the technologies. These two concepts very, very important. Next one, supports many validators. In JavaScript, you want to validate the input controls like text box is empty or not, and password retype, password matching or not, email text box format is valid or invalid. So for these validations, you need to implement the piece of code. But here, these technologies providing the pre-implemented logics for these validations. That's why it reduces the code development, and programmers, it is very easy to obtain the validations on the HTML controls. On the HTML controls. So suppose different types of validate. Next one. Supports, yes, virtual DOM. Yes, it supports what? Virtual DOM. See, data binding, single page application, validators are also available in Angular, but not virtual DOM. Is it clear? This virtual DOM is not available in Angular. So what is the benefit of this virtual DOM? Yes, it increases the performance of application at the time of updating the controls on browser. So before discussion of this concept virtual DOM, you should know about what is DOM. So I will explain the DOM concept. After that, I will discuss how the virtual DOM is working, everything. By default, if you take Angular, JavaScript, these are all working based on DOM, real DOM. But in this React.js, they provided virtual DOM also. A simple diagram I will show you. Yeah. For example, this is one web page and it contains, yes, one image control, one text box, and one paragraph, like that. Some controls are there. Yes. Now, when you load this web page in browser, in RAM, some memory is occupying. There we have one DOM structure based on the controls, means image and input control. Like that, we have one structure in this browser is RAM memory location based on the controls what we have taken. After that, the output is loading based on this DOM. DOM is nothing but an object in the RAM, okay, based on the control that DOM is creating. And that result is displaying on the browser, okay, like this. Now, paragraph, text box, everything. Now, if you do any modifications, for example, I clicked on this, then I'm changing the source of image, or I'm changing the text of this, then what is happening? DOM is also updating with these modifications because So the reference of this browser is DOM only. So DOM has to update, then only those updates again reflecting here. Like that every time what is happening, update means the DOM is recreating. Entire DOM is recreating. You changed only single control property, image source you changed, or text box text only changed. Even the entire DOM is recreating by default. So it takes much time. So Angular, JavaScript working based on these concepts only. To avoid this lag, okay, React provided one more concept here. They added virtual DOM. So what is the purpose of this? If user is doing any modifications on the browser, first this virtual DOM is identifying those modifications. Is it clear? So what is happening? This virtual DOM is identifying those modifications. Only that patchwork it is updating on the real DOM. Okay, just overview I am explaining. Later, in detail, we will discuss how the DOM structure is creating, okay, and what is the reconciliation process here. So, like that, so different types of concepts related to this we have. So, anyhow, what is the main purpose of this virtual DOM? So, instead of recreating the original DOM every time when the browser is updated, means when the controls are updated, so instead of recreating the DOM every time, so only that patchwork it is updating. That virtual DOM is updating the patchwork on the real DOM. So that's why the performance is faster than the other applications. So I will show you the difference between the Angular and React at the time of updating with one example, then you will get some idea. So difference means don't expect minutes and hours. So it is in milliseconds point of view only the difference. Is it clear? So that is a big advantage what we have in this React JS. Is it clear? It supports the virtual DOM. So practical I will show you later, and then you will get the more clarity. Just next one supports JSX format. What is that? JSX format it is supporting. What is JSX? So this option is also not available in Angular. Only React supports JSX format. Yes. Now what is the JSX? JSX stands for JavaScript XML. Yes. JSX stands for JavaScript XML. So what is the mean of that? Okay. Means we can directly add HTML code inside the JavaScript code. So that is the purpose of that. We can directly add the HTML code inside the JavaScript code. So what happens if I write the HTML inside the JavaScript? So obviously it gives the error message. Okay. Obviously it gives the error message. But using JSX, we can combine HTML and JavaScript. The main advantage is, for example, a piece of JavaScript code is there. After execution, it gives one result. That result I want to display on the HTML table or HTML text box or somewhere else. Then generally we are writing JavaScript code in one page and HTML in another page. Later we are calling each and everything from this JavaScript page. That is big task for us. But using the JSX, we can write the JavaScript inside the we can write the HTML inside the JavaScript code. Where we are writing that piece of code, below that only we can place the HTML control, and result directly we can place inside the HTML control. That is very big advantage for us. So once you see the example, then you will get the clarity how we can place that HTML inside the JavaScript, what the benefit, everything we get. So anyhow, React supports JSX format. I will explain you how to work with the JSX and all. Next one, I told you we are developing the web applications. Not only web applications, we can also develop mobile apps using React JS. That time we are taking the support of a native framework. Yes. So React native we can use to implement cross mobile applications. Yes. See, in website point of view, for designing, we are using HTML, and for coding, we are using React. Web point of view. But in mobile point of view, for designing the mobile screens, we are using native, and for coding, we are using React. Is it clear? Yes. Means if you know the React JS, you can also create the mobile apps with the help of native framework. So this native framework helps us to create the mobile activity screens. Okay, in that screen, you can write the logic by using React. That is the main point of this. Is it clear? But here we are covering the web application development only, not mobile development. Okay. Yes, this course is purely for web development. Next one. React supports Redux. Yeah. So Redux is very important concept for us. It is nothing but a state container. What is the meaning of state container? Yes. So I think some people may hear about these cookie sessions, local storage, etc. All these are state management objects. So these objects were using to access the data one page to another page in websites. For example, you're developing the shopping cart application. In that shopping cart application, different pages we are creating. So one is cart page and another one is bill page. So in cart page, user selected different products, and when he click on the checkout button, you will redirect to that bill page. Means you're navigating that user to the bill page. In that bill page, you have to display the amount based on the products selected in the cart page. Means the information on one page must be traveled to another page. So in web application point of view, we are using the state management objects to transfer the data one page to another page. Those are nothing but cookies, sessions, local storage like that. So Redux is also same like the state management objects, but provides many more features than these cookies, sessions, local storage, and other state management objects. So it is very, very helpful for us. I will explain you how to work with this Redux, and in our application also I will show you the Redux store everything, and in shopping cart applications how we are updating the cart items, and how we are increasing the cart number in the header. These type of programs we will discuss here. So that time we are taking the support of Redux. Okay. Yes. So supports many services. Yes, services we are using in functional point of view. For example, you want to work with Ajax in JavaScript, we need to write lines of coding. But in this React JS, so one predefined library is available directly, we can use that. Not only in Ajax point of view, for every concept, the predefined services are available. So those we are using here. That is the main advantage of this. Yes, the supports what? Many services. Next one, simple coding. Yes. So React.js is simplified version of JavaScript. For example, you want to develop client-side logic by using JavaScript. So you may definitely will write number of lines code. The same thing is minimized in this React.js. That is the main point of this. Is it clear? Yes. So in coding point of it is very, very, very simple. Yes. Like that, we have different types of features in this React.js. Okay. So just this is a basic overview about some features. Once we are entering into the concepts deeply, then we'll cover many, many features. Because right now, in technical point of view, you don't have any idea. That's why even if we discuss more features, so it becomes complex to you. That's why I'm not going into the deep dive on this. Okay, anyhow, the basic information I provided to you. Okay, now come to this Angular, what are the benefits? Yes, it supports virtual DOM. Yes, and React support JSX. Next one, React is a library. Angular is framework. Framework means providing many concepts. That's why the learning curve is very high in Angular. So React is simple to learn. Angular is complex to learn because it is framework means many things you need to learn to work with that frameworks. Library means just that library, what the functionality that we're directly accessing from that core technology that is JavaScript. Okay. And next point is you want to work with Angular. So TypeScript is compulsory. But React, yeah, React libraries we can access with the help of JavaScript and also TypeScript. Both supporting here. Is it clear? Yes. You can use either JavaScript or TypeScript. So in companies from past few years, many programmers working with JavaScript. For them, if they want to migrate, definitely they will choose React.js because it is easy for them. Like that in companies, many teams are formed with this React.js. So that's why if company is looking for any new resource to add with them, compulsory they're looking with this React.js. So that's why the openings for React.js are a bit more than Angular. Got it? Yes. The openings are bit more than this Angular. So Angular also good, but compared to this React JS, so we have more openings in this React. Yes, yeah. So like that, in ongoing process, many differences will come between this React and Angular. Just we discussed two, 3 points like virtual DOM, JSX, and support with both technologies, this React, just like that. We discussed these points here, and directly can develop the mobile applications by using native. Like that, these are some advantages on this React JS, and in future we'll discuss some more advantages compared with this Angular. Okay, yes. Now, to work with this React programming, yesterday I already told you. Okay, so JavaScript is very important for us, it is mandatory for us. So that's why first I will start with JavaScript and we will discuss around 22 to 25 days with the JavaScript. After that, only we will start the React concepts because JavaScript is very, very, very important. Remember that. In companies, they will ask many questions based on the JavaScript. Once you clear that round, then only they will go with that next round with React JS. Yes, because we are taking the support of JavaScript to consume the libraries of React JS. That's why you should know how to work with the closures, how to work with the arrow functions. Yes, and the next one here, asynchronous programming, Ajax, promises, okay, hosting, yes, closures. Okay, next one, debouncing, okay, throttling, like the different types of concepts are there in JavaScript, event loop, etc. etc. So you must have complete awareness of this JavaScript. So that's why in-depth JavaScript. The prerequisite is to learn this React.js JavaScript. So we are covering that complete JavaScript. After that, I will start the React.js. And once the concepts of React.js completed, then we will start the project development. That time we will discuss CSS, Bootstrap, media queries, and along with these all technologies, we are building a project. So we are using that Copilot and that tool support. So I will explain how to integrate with this Visual Studio Code and how to do the okay form that code coverage and how to write the test cases by using these AI tools. Okay. So those things also will cover. Yes. Yeah. So this is the pattern. Already told you total code duration is around 100 days. Okay. And 6 days a week. The first week we have only first 5 days. Okay. Saturday we don't have class. For the next week, almost 6 days a week we're spending and 1 hour session every day. So that is 8 to 9. So demos we're spending around 45 to 50 minutes. Okay, after that 1 hour session. And already I shared this point also. I will give that Google Drive access to your mail IDs. Okay. So at the time of registration, you will submit your mail ID in front office. So we will provide you the drive access. There you can find the video recordings, the day programs, everything. Okay. Yes. And this is the pattern which we are following. So any questions, any doubts you have in this concept, you can ask me. Yes, I hope you got some clarity about these features. So if you understand a basic idea, that is enough because no programming started and that is the reason. So slowly tomorrow onwards, we are entering into the concepts. So you have any doubts, any questions? Yeah, clear, I think, Ramesh. Okay, scene was.
Oh yeah, no doubts as of now, Swami. Yeah, so we are cleared, and so as you said, you're going to start with the JavaScript. So I hope you're going with the Java. I mean, the basics and the stuff, right? As per yesterday's that course thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
course content I shared with you. We will
Yes,
discuss
yes, yes,
the
yeah.
all concepts. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Any
have
other doubts,
one
Ramesh?
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swami, sorry.
No
So
problem.
now whatever the concept, like when we are start coding it, so we'll work with the AI ChatGPT cloud, or how that cloud can be utilized while doing it, so while doing the code practice, like when you're
See,
teaching.
see, actually, I don't touch AI in beginning days. Okay.
Okay,
So I will write the code each and every line and I will explain to you. Okay.
fine,
So then only you will get the idea on that coding everything.
fine.
So later with the AI tools, how to take the support for that coding. Okay. And how to work with the code coverage. And if you want to add any new concept
Okay, got it.
thing. Okay. But anyhow, you must have idea on this coding. Then only that is additional help to you to reduce your work and all that AI tool, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Next,
yes.
that I will explain to you how to use that AI tool in our applications, everything. Yeah. Fine. Hope you got some clarity. Tomorrow onwards, I will start the JavaScript concepts. Okay. Yeah. See you in next class. Thank you.
Sir, Prakash here, one doubt.
Yes,
Will you be
Prakash.
starting from HTML or CSS,
HTML,
those
Prakash,
basics?
Prakash. So I will
Yes.
explain you CSS and Bootstrap. HTML every day we are using, right? Yes.
Okay.
So before starting the project, I will tell you what is container, what is non-container, what is inline element, what is block element. These are all concepts I will tell you. Okay. So
Okay,
because at
but
the time of
actually,
development,
I have never like
hmm,
touched all those things also, like starting from the
yeah,
beginning. So I was worried like
yeah, no.
starting directly from JavaScript will be okay for me.
Yeah, in JavaScript point of no worries because we are taking the support of very small, simple controls like text box button, these controls. Okay. When I start
Okay.
React JS, then div, all these come into the picture. That time I will discuss, I will give you the HTML introduction. So what is div, what is content? Div is container actually. Okay, span is non-container, div is inline element, table is block level, sorry, div is block level element, table is block level element, span is inline element, like that. What is this inline block level? What is container, non-container? Everything I will discuss before starting the React. In
Okay, thank you.
JavaScript point of view, I'm using button text box, the simple contours. Input type is called button to display the button. Input type is called text to display the text box. Okay, like that. That's why
Okay,
no worries. So I will discuss this HTML before starting React, and I will discuss the CSS, okay, and Bootstrap media queries also.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, fine.
Hello.
So you've seen that. Oh, Vinay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Last
Yes.
time also I had joined, sir, 15 days back.
Yeah.
Demos were there and class was postponed.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, sir, this batch will be focusing more on React.
Complete React along with the React project, complete UI development, full stack UI development. Okay.
Actually, sir, I was looking for a specific React course.
Huh?
I was looking for JavaScript and React course.
Yes, this is that one only. Okay. So this is JavaScript, React, and not only JavaScript, even I will touch TypeScript. Actually, project time. So we will do project with TypeScript. Okay.
HTML and CSS you will take along with these topics only.
Yeah, that is common because
Okay.
every day we are using that HTML, CSS
Okay. Okay.
from day one when we are starting the React JS. Even we are discussing the media queries also, Bootstrap also. So for responsiveness means the web page you want to make compatible with the different devices in the browser. Okay. Then we are using the media queries, right? Okay. So for example, this is the website, right? So here, if I open with mobile view, then it should be compatible with that mobile view. Okay. So just sit 1 second. Now, let's see. So here, this is the mobile view. Then different types of iPhone SE, iPhone XR, like that. The web page should be compatible with the different screens. Okay, because the user may use mobile or desktop or tab or laptop, but our web page, website, entire website should be fit with that screen. So in that point of view, we're taking the support of media queries as well as Bootstrap. So that one also we'll discuss. Okay. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Any other doubts? Fine. So see you in the next class. You can drop now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.